the rainbow. You gotta put up with the rain. If you want the rainbow, you gotta put up with the rain. So after messing up the first bit and skipping the role takers, I'm back now, and I hope I'm doing the right thing now. Anyway, today's theme: if you want the rainbow, you gotta put up with the rain. It's a quote by Dolly Parton, who's an American singer and a songwriter. After this session, you can tune into YouTube and type this quote, and you will actually listen to a song, but only after the meeting, not now. Now, I'm going to tell you about how to get the rainbow and to put up with the rain. Now, there are perceptions about this. It's a mixed, or it's a various perceptions code. There are lots of perceptions, but I have picked two perceptions so that we will relate to that. And the first perception is life is a bit nuanced, right? Things we do not like lead to things that we like. What do I mean by that? Things that we do not like lead to things that we like. No, here's the deal. Sometimes to get where you want to get, you got to get through things that you don't like. And the second perception that I will be focusing on is patience and perseverance through struggle phase. And this one is especially for freshers, since I'm sure we all have been freshers at some point in our lives. If you recall that, you will be able to relate to this quote. So let me dig deep into life is nuanced, right? Let's take an example of how life is nuanced. We all have been to school, right? If you have been to school, please wave your hand. Amazing, amazing. Everyone's been to school. Okay, so did we all have to study maths? And was it necessary that we liked studying maths, especially trigonometry and derivatives and all that? Oh God. For me, maths was only plus, minus, multiplication, and division. But no, maths had more to it. But we still had to study maths, right? In order to graduate from school, in order to have a degree, in order to be able to be in a position where colleges and universities would give us admission. Why? Because we have cleared maths, because we have studied it. So, what happens is, even if we don't want to study, our parents keep telling, especially my mother told me that, you know, it's only a matter of few days and then life is jingalala. I mean, after the exams, life is jingalala, as Amir Khan said in the Tata Sky ad. P.S. This is not a promotion though. Still, we had to study, right? So this is what happens in life. It's very nuanced. Sometimes we got to do things we don't necessarily like to in order to get the resources to pursue what we want to pursue. I have worked in a warehouse for 6 months because I did not know what to do, but I still had to pay my rent and bills. So, if I want that rainbow, I had to put up with the rain for 6 months. In my young days, I'll give you one more example. In my young days, I did not like to go to school due to my stammering, due to my speech disfluency, but I still had to go every day, even though uh, I did not have the best time. But because I went to school, because I studied those derivatives and all of that log x, log y, log z in maths, this is why I got graduated. I did my high school. I did my graduation. I've done my masters now. How this transition happened because I got through the things that I did not like to. This has made me a qualified person to even be here standing in front of you. I'm a literate guy. I can read and write, and so can we all. Here's the deal: the second perception that I got is patience. Right things actually come to us at the right time. If you make this a part of your self belief that the rainbow will come at the right time and the rain will come whenever it has to, we can't decide when the rain will come and when the rainbow will come. Because if that's the case, then why would anybody choose the rain? But remember one thing: without the rain, we all will die. So we do need that rain for us to see that rainbow, and sometime that rainbow will disappear. Again, it will rain, but it's necessary to be alive in order to see that rainbow. There's a little formula that I designed based on my understanding. If you compromise on enthusiasm, you'll compromise in the preparation. And when you compromise in the preparation, you lose an opportunity. However, patience plus enthusiasm is equal to prepared to gain opportunities. Today I'm giving presentations, and I can tell you I am prepared to give a speech. I'm prepared to host as a Toastmaster of the day, which is why opportunities have started following me slowly by slowly, because obviously the rainbow is not going to just show up. The rainbow will slowly show up. Tell me one thing: how long does it take for the sun to rise from the twilight? I can tell you in the UK it takes 45 minutes approx for you to see the first twilight until the sunrise. So if you want to see the sunrise, you gotta put up with the twilight. Again, this is a quote made by me. And what I've learned during the pandemic is patience. Because trust me, there's a rainbow. We don't know when that rainbow will show up in the form of opportunities, but there definitely is a rainbow by the end of the pandemic. Or for some people, you might have found your rainbow in the form of an opportunity, in the form of a relationship, in any other form. But there definitely is a rainbow, as there is a rain. This rain started back in 2020, and by this time, I could not even say my name. So if somebody asked me, "What's your name?" they'd mistake me that I forgot my name, which is completely stupid. How can I forget my name? During the pandemic, I started public speaking at one of the stammering communities. It took me 100 and something calls to even think about joining Toastmasters International. So it required patience. I would say being a part of Toastmasters and having this presentation is a rainbow for me. But it did rain for 100 plus days before I saw a, a small shade of rainbow. And as I practice, this shade is becoming even more apparent. It's becoming more stronger. What happens is we have to be resilient and we have to be patient and perseverance through any struggle that we are going through. If you're not going through a struggle, then you're not growing. I have a quick question for the audience. Have you ever been through a situation where you had to do something you did not like? And who wants to go first, guys? Am I okay to
Can I
pick?
go?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So typically, whenever I stayed alone, so I don't like to do this, maintenance kind of work. Let's say, cleaning a house or washing dishes. No, I used to like cooking, but I did not like, the clean dishes stuff. So I had to persevere to it. No, it's like doing coding, but not liking to do hygiene and testing. So that kind of a thing. But yeah, but slowly I try to, persevere and try to come over that.
I'm sure you'll find you found the rainbow in coding, but you found rain in the cooking part. But this rain will grow vegetables and fruits which you will then eat. What a terrible what a terrible analogy. Who wants to go next? I want to ask this question to uh, a few more people. Have you ever been through a situation where you had to do something that you did not like to? I told you mine, but it's not fair if only I tell you mine and you don't tell me yours. Who wants to volunteer? Yes, Palash.
Um, so back in eighth grade, I was put in a hostel where I did not want to go. It was a very bad time for me, and I ran away from school once. But looking back, those were one of the best days, and I've learned a lot since then, and I've become a much better person. So I had to, even though I didn't like it, I had to stay there, which led to the rainbow now.
That's the whole point, that sometimes we got to do things that we don't like to, and on the other hand, patience and perseverance is key towards getting to that step where you reach to your rainbow. With this, I now hand it over uh, to evaluator, to our first evaluator of the day to introduce the speaker. I have a question for this for evaluator Toastmaster Shri Nidhi Sridhar.